Hello everyone, we're finally going out. We're not going out, we're going proper out. I'm shouting a bit, so I don't know what the volumes are like. We're going out camping today. First time I've been camping for about 2.5 years. I've got too much kit. And I'm kind of a bit out of practice. But it's all good. Oh, and I got this woman nagging me as well, telling me where to go. Hence the cable. It's old school. None of your fancy dangled on the dashboard business.
Cross the roundabout, second exit.
If you want to see what happens and what I'm up to, stay tuned. Am I still shouting? Yeah, I am. My car's a bit confused. It doesn't usually get any further than the supermarket. Let's crack on.
Cross the roundabout, second exit.
Alright, Lev, alright. Don't get too excited. I'm probably going to get lost where I'm going because I argue with this woman all the time. She keeps telling me where to go and I'm like, shut up.
Then turn right.
Alright. I'm looking forward to getting out. I haven't been out for so long. I got so much kit to play with. The sun's out now. It was winter about an hour ago. We got wind, rain, sun. And that's all in a space of 20 minutes. I'll see you later when I get there. Wherever you live in the world, I just want to say welcome to camping in England. Hope you can hear that. It's pouring down. I'm at my campsite and I should be setting up my tents now. But there's no way I'm getting out in this. If it keeps raining like this video is going to be about a bloke sleeping in his car for 2 days. Because it's absolutely pouring down. This morning it wasn't too bad. It rained a bit, the odd shower. Weather forecast said it was going to brighten up. So I thought, I'm going for it. We're finally going out. And I get here, and like thousands of other campers every year, your hopes are dashed because it's pissing down. But that's life. That's camping in the UK for you. I'll show you outside so you can see what's happening. Okay, first I'll show you my pitch. No, my camera's not on an angle. That's me pitch for today. I've got a funny feeling I'll pitch me tent. I'll start at that end sleeping, and when I wake up in the morning, I'll be somewhere down there. Unless I get a bit of a shift on with the wet grass, then I don't know where I'll end up. Somewhere all the way down there, maybe off to the sea. I'll stick you outside a minute so you can see what's going on. Bloody miserable. I've turned round a bit so I'm not on the slope like that way. Now I'm just on the slope that way. It's still raining. I'll tell you where I am today. I'm at this place. It's called the Minehead Caravan and Camping Site. Did I say camping site? I'm at the Minehead Caravan and Camping Site. joined the camping and caravanning club. And the reason I've done that is because I can go to a lot of places at a discount all around the country if I want, although I mainly go in the southwest. So I thought for me it was a good thing to do. Now, I have fancied wild camping, don't get me wrong. I quite fancy all that, but a majority of people do go on campsites in the UK. And also, I don't like the fact that I could be taking, how shall I say, I don't like the fact that if I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'll need to take a poo. Alright, it's a fact of life. We got to go at some point. Okay. And I just imagine myself being in a really quiet place with no one about. I'll get my trousers down. I'll crouch down. I'll wait until the tortoise is leaving the hole before I do that. And then I crouch down. And then I'm about to let rip, or I'm letting rip, and all of a sudden a load of tourists or hikers just walk past the side of me, and I was just like, oh, I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet. Maybe at some point. Let me know how you poop in the wild. Let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to know. The advantages of caravan sites or camping sites is that you can stop, you got somewhere safe to leave everything. You can keep your car next to your pitch. So you've got no worries. You can put everything, all your valuables in your car. You don't have to lug anything about. And you're usually quite close to some kind of amenities. Where I am here, it's a 25-minute walk into the centre of Minehead. The good thing about being on campsites is they give you a load of information. And the nice lady gave me all this. They've got a set of rules to abide by, which is fine because you're on somebody's facility, so you've got to have a set of rules. And it says that you're going to have quiet time. The gates are closed between 11 PM and 7 AM out of courtesy. On all the site, please observe club policy of this being quiet time. So that's fine. I got no issues with that. I'm not going to have a rave or anything. So it's absolutely fine. So remember, if you do go to caravan sites, abide by their rules. They're there so everybody can enjoy themselves. The sort of people who goes to places like this, they're not noisy anyway. You know, you might have like some friends or a partner or whatever. You'll have a few drinks and a laugh, but you're not going to be blaring and raving around at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Day 2, supplies are running low. I've run out of alcohol. Just kidding. We haven't quite got there yet. I've been here about 3/4 of an hour now. And you might be able to hear it's still raining. There's no sign of this easing up. At some point, I might have to work out the merits of actually sleeping in the car. I would imagine there's a lot of people here. They've already stuck into their alcohol. So top tip for anybody going out camping now. If you're going on a long journey, always take something to eat and drink that you can get your hands on easily. My idea here was to turn up without it raining. And then what I was going to do was toast me little sandwich outside while I was setting my tent up and have a nice hot bit of brunch. But there's no way I'm getting anything lit outside because I've got no cover at the moment. So I'm just going to eat my sandwich and drink my drink. So, yeah. I had some minced beef and onion and some cheese. Don't know if you can see that. I was going to make a nice toasty out of it just by toasting it in the foil. But we kind of come to plan B now. I'll just eat it, which is fine because I've got some nourishment and I got myself a little drink. Just dropped most of it, but luckily it dropped on the foil. I'm going to munch my way through this, give it a bit of time, and I'll come back to you when it stops raining. Just looking at the weather, it says light rain and moderate breeze. Still haven't got out of the car. What's the time? It's 3:15. This is turning into a car diary rather than a camping video. It's got 4 o'clock. Next to the precipitation of rain, it's got 73%. So according to this, if I'm very lucky, I might be able to get me tent up at 10 o'clock tonight. Because there's only a 3% chance of rain then. I do wonder, what am I doing? I could have been tucked up at home now. Could have had my PlayStation on or something. Oh my word. Never mind. I've watched a few videos this year of people doing conversions of vans and cars into like camper vans and mini micro camper cars. And I thought to myself, that's a bit of a silly idea. And it's got to the stage now where I've been sat here and I'm kind of thinking to myself, I wonder if I could do a quick conversion with my car and turn it into some kind of mini micro camping car. That's what it's come to. I spy with my little eye something beginning with R. Roof. No, we had that one earlier. Let's have another guess. Rain. Got it. It's my turn. For 4 long years, I've been waiting for the rain to stop. And it's still raining. I don't think this is quite big enough to make into a mini micro camper van. Not unless I cut some holes in the door, put my feet out. The way things are going, it might come to that. It's just gone 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Still raining. If I'd been staying in something like a camper van or a static caravan, I've got my waterproof gear. I'd have been out and about everywhere. But because I'm staying in a tent and it's only pretty much big enough to sit up in, then if I got all that wet gear hanging about with me, it's just pretty much going to be absolutely miserable. I do feel quite privileged to have a vehicle. I've got somewhere warm and dry, place of safety, place to keep all my kit. I used to go cycle camping with my partner, and we used to go out, and at the end of the day you're just grateful to get to a campsite, and then we'd be setting up a tent in this type of weather because we didn't have a choice. Well, there was a few times where we just hung out in like the facilities where you do your washing and laundry and that, and just put our little chairs up and sit in there for a few hours until the rain passed. Yeah, other times we have been out and we've just set up in this type of weather. And when you go, the trouble is with camping, things get wet. If you get wet, if you get your sleeping bag wet or inside your tent, it makes for a miserable experience. But we used to drink a lot of alcohol then. We always managed to carry enough alcohol, packets of crisps or cheese and stuff like that, just so we can get something in our faces, have a few drinks and have a laugh. And that's what it's all about. So it's not a big deal, the weather being bad today. I kind of expected it. Not to this extent. This is camping in England for you. I've been trying to think of the most uncomfortable place I've slept. Slept outside train stations whilst I've been travelling. And ferry terminals, that's another one. Stayed outside a ferry terminal a couple of times. Whenever I go camping or anywhere, I always take Helinox Chair 1. And it's kind of one of the original ones. And it's been copied, you know, you can get this cheap Chinese stuff. And it's probably just as good. But these little chairs are absolutely fantastic. Airports are probably the worst. So when you're in an airport, if I can remember that far back to the last time I went to one, and your flight gets cancelled or delayed, you're kind of screwed because you're with like hundreds of other people. And you're just there, aren't you? You're struggling for chairs. And you might even end up on the floor. So airports, I usually take like a little inflatable pillow or a little tiny inflatable mat just to sit on. It gets really uncomfortable if you end up just being sat on the floor and you haven't got a seat. Let me know in the comments, where's the most uncomfortable place you've slept. If push comes to shove, I could sleep in the car. But I'd probably wake up in the morning and I'd probably be like this. Oh, no, the GoPro fell off then, didn't like it. It's on a bit of a wobbly bit. Stay there. Stay there. There we go. Yeah, if I woke up in the morning, I'd probably wake up and I'd probably be like this and I'd be in such a mess. It'd take me hours to kind of stretch. That's alright, you know. It's all part of the fun. I've never actually slept in a car. And how people ever have sex in a car, I've got no idea. I've been trying to work that one out. I've been led here, I've had my legs up in the air. I just like, no, it's just not enough room. Unless you've got an estate, I suppose. Or a great big, like, 6-seater people carrier or something like that. Unless you can fold the front seats right back or something. That's what you do when you've got nothing to do. Your mind starts, like, playing around and stuff. Just keeps yourself occupied, you know. It's kind of easing off a bit, but it's not where I want it yet. The last thing I want is to get out there, start getting all my dry stuff wet. It'd just be absolutely miserable. I was chatting away to you all just now, but the problem was I had it on photo. I was chatting away for about 5 minutes and I just had one photo instead of video. Hopefully we can improve on that. I've come up with a plan. If I can get some kind of lean-to shelter going on the side of my car, at least I can sit outside and cook me tea. So I come prepared for a lot of things. Luckily, I got my 3-meter DD tarp. I've got a load of tent pegs. You can always tell people have been camping quite a lot. They got a variety of tent pegs. Some of the pegs here, I've still got the pegs, but I don't have the tent anymore. I've also got some bungee balls. If you don't know what these are just ball balls on the end of a bit of bungee, and I should be able to put the tarp onto the little racky thing that I've got on top of the car. No idea how this is going to work out. Never tried this before, but I think we might be giving it a go. Let's see what happens. Me again. Here's the situation. it's still pouring down with rain, but luckily the tarp has done a fantastic job. I got the trangia out. And we got the kettle on. I've also got tomorrow's tea, which is still frozen. But that's okay, I'll sort it out. I say tomorrow's tea because this is the easiest to cook. So I've had a bit of a rearrangement and we're having this. Spag bowl tonight. I'll get a tea on first, have a nice cup. And then we take it from there. It's nothing like a bit of Colombian to get you going. Keep it tidy. Bit weak, needs another one. That was a quick one. There's actually been a massive change of plan. I couldn't find any bolognese mix, so all this is going to go in together. And I'll have it with some cheese and some gnocchi. I'll throw in a few tomatoes. I was looking forward to spag bowl, but we go with this. We just improvise as we go along. Absolutely fine. Oh, put the lid on. Finally back to me Colombian. Top him up. There we go. That's much better. Let's have a look. It's more like boiled beef. Want to make sure that mince is really well cooked inside. We'll keep him going. Pop some of these tomatoes. It's going well. Oh my word. There we go. He's boiling away lovely. Would have been so much nicer with that bolognese mix. Lovely. Right, we've got some hot water left here. I've decided what I'm going to do is just throw the gnocchi in that. Oh. There we go. We get the gnocchi. There you are. We just throw the lot in and that'll absorb all the liquid. Got to find a way of opening them first. Here we go. I'm like a blooming troll. You mean little hole. There we are. For those of you who don't use gnocchi, it's really easy. You can just boil it up, or you can add it for things. It only takes a few minutes. Generally, if you're boiling it, when it rises to the top, it's good to go. In our case, we'll just let it absorb everything. And we should be on for a nice meal. I wonder if I'll be looking around tomorrow and I'll find that bolognese mix. At the end of the day, we got a nice, healthy meal. Well, it won't be when I put the cheese on, but hey, let's keep it going. Got to be about ready now. There we go. Oh. Absolutely lovely. See a gnocchi, it's kind of swollen up a little bit, and that's just absorbed some of that moisture. I've got pepper, tomatoes, onion, a few herbs. I slung it all together before I put it in the freezer. So, it turned out quite well. Beautiful job. Thank you for all your suggestions, by the way, my regular viewers. And you say about putting magnets on there, I appreciate that. Give them a stir to make sure there's none stuck on the bottom. Got some mozzarella cheese. Yeah, just chuck a load on. Beautiful job. It's finally stopped raining, guys. I'll give you a little tour. Oh, it's almost stopped raining, guys. I'll give you a little tour of what I've been cooking under. There you go. That was the 3 metre DD tarp. That was my little troll hole. And my tea's just cooling down. I was pleased with that. That's worked really well. I've always thought to myself, should I bring a couple of like couple of posts, like retractable ones, like a couple of poles, and I've always kind of ignored it and gone, nah, I really don't need them. Today I could have done with them, because as I'm not 4'2", it's been a bit of a struggle and it's been hard work, but the concept works, so I will try that at some point. Considering this was a bit of a disaster to start with because the rain didn't stop, I kind of overcome all the issues, improvised a bit, and I finally got tea. That's pretty good. I'll probably walk around a bit eating this so I can stand up, and now I'll get my tent set up.